written a book, and I looked at it. At first, I just thought, oh my goodness, marketing from the trenches, who wants to read this? And then I said, listen, you have to interview him, so you know, at least open it up. And that I did, and I must tell you, there were certain sections of the book I just didn't put down because the information that he shared was so true and so pertinent if you want to have a successful business. So I welcome Rudolph Wallner to the program, and I believe everybody calls you Rudy?
Yes, please.
Okay, so it's Rudy, it is as we speak. How to grow your business from behind your counter. I guess you did, and you're successful at it.
Thank you,
Why
yes.
did you decide to do this?
I worked and still work in corporate marketing for 20 years, and I see companies spending millions of dollars, and I think it's wasting the money. I think the money could be much better spent in a program like this, taking care of your people, taking care of your place of business, and some business partnerships. That's all you need to be successful. You don't need millions of dollars to waste on advertising. Yes. Like you were just saying, if you approach 4 businesses, 4 the exact same businesses, the one that has a smiling receptionist, I'm not saying you need to hire a receptionist, anyone behind your counter that's smiling, that right there is going to drive your business.
How do employers get that better side of their staff out there to the public?
As an employer, just treat your staff well. And like I said often in the book, like a contest, a day. Let's pick a restaurant, because everyone, you know, has gone to a restaurant. What I saw that worked best is if I have a contest that day, here's today's special. Whoever sells the most gets to leave early and not do the side work. So what does that cost the employer? Nothing. What does the employee get? He gets a shot to win something and get out early, and he knows, instinctively you know, that you could sell better if you're smiling, if you're happy behind the product. So that's a win-win for everybody. It's something that simple.
And one of the things you were doing was washing cars.
Yes?
Right. Yes? Tell that story, because I think that's a good one for people.
Okay. Okay. So it was a Saturday morning. I was washing cars. Out of all the stories, that's the one you picked.
I like that one.
Okay. I was washing a car. Had a hangover, so I was not a happy man. And it was an old yellow Cadillac, and it was a mess. And I was vacuuming inside, and just I got involved in my work. And when I was done, it was quite a while later, and I noticed the car owner, and he was so happy. He was smiling so much that I had transformed his car from a piece of junk to something respectable. That guy's smile, that led me to know that that's what it's all about, having that satisfied customer, going the extra mile to make that guy smile. Yeah. That's what sent off the sparks in my mind.
Book would be mainly for business people, or would you say it is for people in general who just want to, you know?
Yes, it's for business people. It's for students. It's for anyone that wants to sell anything, I think. And what I've been hearing from the advertising sector, which are now my enemies, because I say, you know, I'm not big fans of them, is that it is motivational for everybody across the board. But it certainly is targeted for someone trying to grow their own business.
Okay. Why aren't you popular with the advertising sector?
Because I show, and there's graphs in here that say I spend this many millions on advertising, yet my customer still comes in from my sign and from a referral program that I'm running behind my counter. So it's from money not spent in mass media. So that's why we're not tight anymore. I think a customer earned by word of mouth is much more loyal than a customer bought by mass marketing.
Viewers, welcome back this morning to Rise and Shine Your Life here on Tobago Channel 5. We have in studio with us the internationally renowned author of Marketing from the Trenches, Your Guide to Retail Success and How to Grow Your Business from Behind the Counter, Mr. Rudolph Wallner. Good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, thank you.
It's good to have you in Tobago.
It's great to be here.
Trust that you enjoy your time. Now, you're talking here about marketing from the trenches, and I got a chance to go through your book a little bit, and you've got quite a sense of humor, I must say, because there's humor throughout. And I like how you were able to balance humor with the serious side of growing your business. What prompted you to come up with the Trenches marketing program?
Good question. Long answer. I've been in corporate marketing for about 20 years, and I see how corporations spend millions and millions, and there's a graph in there on a $6 million budget spent on marketing without very much success. And in that same graph, you'll see that your existing customer base, your employees, and yourself are what grow the business. You don't have to spend millions
between marketing and advertising?
Yes, yes, but let me say it like this. If I have a fantastic advertising campaign and I drive 100 people into a store, but my staff isn't ready for it, that's the worst thing you can do. I mean, picture that. You've gone into a store before where they weren't ready for you. They're not open, or they're supposed to be open, but they're not open. They have a staff that's ignoring you. They're not ready to take care of you. They're sitting down. I just went to a place, 3 people behind the counter totally ignoring me. Now imagine throwing thousands of advertising dollars at that, having people finally come in and being greeted by that. And that's exactly what the whole book is about. The 3 things are your staff. Number 1, have the right staff. There's even interview questions that I use in there. So have the right staff and have contests and incentives for them all the time, so they're happy to be there. You know if someone's happy to be there or not. So that's your number 1 commodity. Your second commodity is your place of business. What does it look like? How do you maintain it? Is it clean? Are you greeted with the right music? Again, free. And the third one is your business partners. That is, who is my neighbor? Who can I work with to help me drive people into my own business? Again, without spending money. Because you do. You're investing in them. That is your number 1 asset in any business. Look, every dollar counted that you make, that we make, that a business owner makes, goes through a CSR's hands, customer service rep, right? So wouldn't it behoove us to make them the best possible person? And then maybe they can run into management. Appropriate? I wouldn't put on hip-hop in a dentist's office. Maybe something relaxing in a dentist's office. If I was selling, jeans, I might have hip-hop. Decide who you want your perfect customer to be, and then cater to that. Your whole atmosphere should be catered towards that.
When you have the irate customer that comes in with the line, the customer is always right.
Yeah, no. The customer's not always right.
You are saying that on live television.
Oh, yeah.
That the customer's not always right.
Yeah.
I grew up in business, Rudolph, and I was taught from a little child that the customer is always right. And now you're sitting here saying that the customer is not always right.
The customer is always right. I mean, that's a great way to start. When we all learn that, sure. What that means is do everything possible to keep the customer happy.
Right.
But look at it like this. Now I'm establishing a business and I have one irate customer. How does that affect everyone else in that store? They're miserable, you're miserable. I would rather dismiss or fire a customer, and you know who they are, and it's 1 in 10, it's not a lot. But if you dismiss that customer, that gives you more time to take care of the people that are growing your business. That statistically, 20% of your customers give you 80% of your business. Why not pamper them instead of taking care of one person that's irate? We'll use a nice word.
But the same way you use that same networking program where one customer tells another or tells 5 and then the 5 tell another 5 each. That's going to be one negative report out there that can also seek to destroy your business. According to who, one might even argue here, according to who that person is.
Yeah.
If it's a very influential person, this could also work against your business.
You could judge a man by his enemies. And if this particular person is bad is toxic in my place of business, how can that be good? Think about that for a moment. I mean, sure, some powerful people you might have to suck up and deal with it. But if there's an irate customer, that's going to make the other 9 people's experience miserable. So that's 9 people that are going to complain about your store instead of 1.
But then how do you appease the situation in terms of that customer being irate to also maintain the credibility of your business? Because that one person now can do their own networking by going to other persons and saying negative stuff about your business and therefore giving you losses there in terms of business opportunities. How do you then appease that situation?
Have you heard of birds of a feather flock together?
Yes.
Okay, so I would rather not deal with that group or his friends or their friends and make these other 9 people happy. It's the majority. And we always do this in business. We always focus on the hiccups, the problem employee. Oh my God, this guy came in late. And you keep talking about it. Take care of your good people. Because in that exact example, you've got 10 people in your store, you got one irate customer. Those are 9 people that are going to complain. Their network. Or you got one that should complain to his network and not come back. I firmly believe
you're making this fun. You are making marketing fun. You're making marketing from, and this is a good
here.
book to
He is a marketing guru. Where's your book? Give me your book. He's going to give us a different perspective tonight. It's very important. He's marketing from the trenches. He's a world-renowned marketer, and it's important in this day and age for you all know how to market your own product. Forget this record label stuff. They're far and few between. Do it yourself. Keep your money. Keep your artistic control, and that's what he does. Y'all put it together for Rudy Waldman.